Ofori-Atta enko enfama Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV, Enafik TV, Ashafo nyina. Yenu anomi nkremofo, nyankopon enhiramu ye papa. Mwa enede no mo che ya chede yensa kane nyina, yedamu nyina so ase. Na manitu ase showdown dwumedie die. Se eye holiday o, se enye holiday o. So far as ya sorry na yati ase na techomada abodwem na mojanso widi yemu afusa na nko a na eniema enja se eko ewo man Ghana de eba betina fidie mhanum se ya tutu bi e de amano wona wo se fatase ya tutu bi ema wo mo ene de echede ewo man Ghana akopie mu ewo ye parliament house abela hodo omde akopie mu wo honum social stories ni ade nyina no ya ba betina fidie mhanum se ye de som se atija jumedie nti me hweye papa sorry showdown jumedie nti me hweye papa se over subscribe to the channel ede amame na eja comment section aseno wo so wo de wadwenche afa honom ede amaye na eniema ekoso wo man Ghana ne de ebusua trust me enye asam ketwa kra ene be obi achese ya no fo ebeso wo mo twie mu a na ye kakrawa eda honom no wo mu chinchim yensa edi free yensem no enye asam ketwa sanse NDC amanya okuo na eba no wo mo ka che Ghana for say taxes ahodra for so eni su nyina no eyade a wo mo ba be yidi efri honom so this time amene mo ka say wama sanso the tax foforo de aba ye bewura honom na eja ya hwe de eko ewo honom sanso na nyame ya adoma echina ye mamponhene da sebre osebons woto sumienu no na eyienu nyame ya adoma echina na ehya ase eyade ande no ye betwetwe enkomode ekoso wo mamponi ade nyina no ye nyina no yaso ebetimi atibi nyame ya adoma echina ne kwesiada ene ne Monday so no ye be stream de be koso wo mampon hene eyasini nyina no e de amount from morning of Saturday till evening of Monday. To make sure I know say you wouldn't want to miss any updates. And I make sure say subscribe to the channel. Mama Ken Ofori-Atta so once and seminal. We see a new update. I would be just sabo baba ni idea nyina no. Ye be we honum nyina na ye nyina no ye to me ehudie ekoso ewo honum. Hana ATP so ewo hanum see just and seminal. Ono so de do na ebesom ye mama me kono nchen na me mana kwaba shonko and from bra showdown jimedie so ATP
na ya sewa
bibi abako de
o se wa ya teacher tino ma chefo nyina akwa ba
teacher say
what Janice tino won de okay kan
asemo enyanya asam ketwa
nya hwe
na so ye edi eja menya me ya adoma menya kremoni bi ma wabra me £2 wa menya £2 binti minim say ye solution na me ma one na eja Benedict so ne Dennis ma hwe say bia meyi nam ne baako bi e dia hye wo mo nsa
okay Matias ne say ene TZ ni be koso wo fie
o be koso ankasa ATP enya asem ketwa
me ana ya se mini nkremofo adamfo
me de mi wo bi na me ankasa onim se me ye kremoni
mami nkremo mami mora kakre
happy Eid Mubarak
eno kwa na atimi kan
barika di salla barika de she na me ye jam say ATP men cows ada be chi amafu nsem okrom ha
me amehwe de wi awano asimayi ne nko ade a ala obi aboa
ane kremoni na oni me kremodi
dabi
yes oli dwumedi ni so ameka a kire
Mustafa Yakubu ada
say jam pipe di shaibu enti ya frame shaibu wa
okay
enti me kremodi na na ndeme bie so
e de a kire no
enti wo hia me de a na shaibu wa mia mini
no okay
na ATP
ana ya sewa
nyame adoma echina na mampon hene da sebre osebons woto sumienu na eye ne koso
ai na doti ye na ekoso asante mampon ai kontonchi de hye konkono ai enanyumle ai mijinem na atin se ehyehyeye na omaye no ye good se enanyumre mo bobe from 7 ekona de ye na wanya ne baby ko beye no asase so no mo beyi ni hu metwa ho foni
okay
ewo eye ahimfie honom de a kire obi bia nti no timamufo arasa asante man de hye asante mampon de hye nyina betimako na o matimi akwa ye de akwa hwe bi nyampe china so hye na ewo honom no emu odin bofo krok na tin say asofofo mpanifo wa asante mampoma be bompa ya ba bibie mu ne so na asante mamponfo ho de ha na ma ba bie ni na kama
so wo kra de mampon ho no ma na wo free
me ho na ye wo me tete me ho na me ko school primary GHS
can I say o be na
me main is ye kadia on se ehonom no me ma me ye asonani anya so na edi akunya wo honom but ye kono ya asante ye kana ya asate be kwai esumnya dia mitimi di ohima ma ne ye
ya tija
ai na ya sewa
atija nkasa because be si ati ayirefu ATV and a mama na kwaba shonko de aba showdown jumedie ne so we de me se momre no mama yen kɔ de pak me chance ne ma me fa ken Ofori-Atta emphasize wono ene ye former finance minister sabrantie na mre bi etwem na timemufo Ghana-fo nyina yesu yedede esre na narodan kwakufu ado se abrantie ye nitiri we square yi se de wo sifa handle o man Ghana ye sikasem ho no ye ni enje ho wonyi ne tuwa kunya mfafiri ho no webusua ye kan ne former MP de Masubin constituency Eugene Boache ne ho abatan Ken Ofori-Atta nkoa ye dede yesa na nado dan kwakufu ado ne kazen no nti bra na ye ndie ye ni abedi ani ye kasa no na nado dan kwakufu ado show boy ye former president na onte Ghana for ye case kra aka barely 6 months to election and son of the Bible and say finally obetime yi Ken Ofori-Atta e de na free honum na ye yi Ken Ofori-Atta free honum Nati memufo so yede yokokromoti koto aba December 7th 2024 eco team Edemice Excellency John Dramani Mahama manebeye mampeni ewo my Ghana no oba ye in fact obo edwuma ye papa na ade ba ko a NDC amanyokuo no bosha wo mo share Ghana fo a wo mo ediso ene se woni pada seni biara wedi Ghana fo sika woni pada seni biara wonya appointment as jese sika ye de share nsa edwuma ye de share nsa so wonye no sa nipa na anye ne ye nya de omde ne ho be spare no I think be 2 weeks ni obiti sa chema wudwumi mo be de ho adanse se wa trendy ye papa ye yi ne last Monday kura de busua na chema wudwumi ampa se de se bi obi a wenya stroke ba nyame ne ye na se but enu kura chi no menya ne ntie se onde ne ho sa ya de obekọ beba beba nanso aba Ken Ofori-Atta yabusia sa papa we mom de minim se ade se bia na me ne ha na ATP ye boye pa na ye kopie mu US ne ya ye koche no ede ne ba esanse special prosecutor kisi ejabe wachi abrantie ya twe na bushia wonye ready so opportunity in January ena kisi ejabe ebe declare Ken Ofori-Atta fugitive or declare no wanted ena Ken Ofori-Atta se wanti ase nientia one Janin free wa my Ghana na special prosecutor kisi ejabe we declare no wanted and until no the assembly kura kopie mu okota ebusia I think 27th or the 28th of this month yeah and as a case e wo court no wo mo beka ho ansem ye nya ne ntie se eyade a Ken Ofori-Atta ne ho emfa no ahoden no eni honom se no nti no wantumi embepie mu ewo oman Ghana na ne nyina chire no ye sanka ne lawyers mbom no wo mo ne kisi ejabe nkohia na ka bia de wo ho no mboni a wedi ni ade nyina no wo mo nto ne nkramfa mframem na yade a wo beti na no ye bia no wo de amane na kisisi debi se kan framem course ye nko ade a anka ye fra wo dadaada ka ye no watwetwe nkomo awie ye hia one on one tenase na mentenase charges a ye de bo nie ye ani nyina no fema ye no osu oh we de kwata on the 2nd of June be ba be pie mu e wo man Ghana emsia June 2nd ye hwe nim 2nd Ofori-Atta bebo so wo bebo sabre si sabre ya me no kase Ken Ofori-Atta wa ma ne no ko ka che kisi eja be nsem enya de wo betumi abesanse still na ne ho mfa no ne ho ye ne basa osode anopa ase de running stomach bi che no ase de na kuma ebo no ase wonante kakra na ne nan nyina wo so nto ani ose ne ye papa enkomo twetwe akro na wo ho no mro wo mu ye ni zoom and the offer phone na me suma for me de na de ma bomb me password na me de ahyem na de me the phone e gira ho de say de video call no na de question no bi samia na me yi ano and na special prosecutor say na sabrante ye your friend Ken Ofori-Atta ni help an sabrante ye kame akwa ese de webubu banjindua bi de egu na sum abrante ya so dem papa enti wo bi a wo ka kire me se me ma wo lawyer sinjire mu ma me se de bi mi hia wankasa mu de eto sum wo ka kire me se me ma up to June 2nd mama up to June 2nd from January ebe si June 2nd still na wo nto are wo ye de papa wa won che so mro so wa won she dan ye ni papa bia ene nkrofo kura na wo mudi mu nkrofo kura wo me ye papa se wo we de kise ja me nsam na mi ko wo se nkrofo wo mudi mu ese wo Ken Ofori-Atta mpo no ya hwe wo mo de aba ho Ashanti regional chairman kura no wa fa ni hwendi how much more wo Ken Ofori-Atta ene ndi abusua trust me enya asam keso na kise ja ben wa tutu bi e de amane eye Ken Ofori-Atta minim se Ken Ofori-Atta so obebo se Ken Ofori-Atta mbo sisi a fugitive any wanted na Jerry honom obe declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta ekopie mu court no kisi ya benso no enya de oba beje manakada nti still na we declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta wanted na ebusia ensema je se wodi tu dwa no enya asem ketua but me nam sa asem we makapense kisi eja be na woso oyedey oyedi obetumi aye bia ne mre so anu wo kọ ankwa no ma no sa brante ne me ne de message so akanende e wo shoulder dwumedie so say sa brante no olaki moral sankasa says Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo nipa fofra wo kire so a wonyi sa brante ni fensi nchen e so said the hypocrisy hypocrisy da just say edua brante ni mu ne buhia eya do sododo me hu ne say nya atwum subi ase wo try aso obeye bibia just say ebe ma ye man pani Excellency John Dramani Mahama be hu ne say wo bo adwuma ne ade so buhia enko hwi wonye sheshesheshesheshe abrantie ye de ne bas won be ye special prosecutor wo krom ha aponchimpo wontumi retrieving from Ghana for aboa ponchimpo yensan to minkai so I still do not know why Ghana for years so ne so wo bia wetumi abeka che so no why ankwa no ma wo ye de obetumi aye nemle so anu okwa why are we still entertaining someone like this kami akwa se juwanas wo be yes ejuma no onye first ne ye kan ye si oh na redan kwaku father na de ne ba ye nti na MPP aban wo so no wantumi anchi obia na sisi ami bisa NDC aban na wo so ebuhia how far kisi ejabi special prosecutor NDC aban ene wosu how far na wo bia no wo ye finance minister wo krom hanum se ya wo Ghana fom wo ma Ghana for ya hri sike ebuhia nya asem ketewa na what friend in January wama we excuse February excuse March April May June wo gu so ne so na afiansa na wo be declare na wanted ebuhia video no ho no ma na aje se kisi eja ben wo kasa wo tutu bidia ma na special Ken Ofori-Atta se wonye nipa bia na nkwa de nipa be na wonyare ni ade nyina wo ho no ma me hye so be ka me ho no yakọ na yakọ akotie ensama kisi eja ben a wo no special prosecutor wo de tu dwa no emra sesia
process and time chasing after ghosts. In this sense, when the person has not represented to you by any medical report or opinion that he is so unwell that he cannot travel, he is so unwell that he cannot come to the jurisdiction, you do not go wasting your time verifying. For the law enforcement agency, it tells us that he's been untruthful. And that is the reason why we've been at him since January. Because we do not believe what he's saying. You get it? And it is not for us, the law enforcement agency, the prosecutorial investigative authority, to establish his medical condition. For us, what the law requires us to do is, if we're investigating suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses, and you are a suspect, we bring you in. When we find you, then we assess your situation to see if you should even go through such a process, if you should even stand a trial by reason of your medical condition. Look, even persons who have been convicted and imprisoned, when they fall so unwell, and they taken to the hospital. And that's why I said in P earlier that but the person has to show you that he is really so unwell that he cannot travel. And there are two things. As I'm standing here, you do not know my ailment. As you are sitting there may be some ailments which afflict you which I do not know. But merely by looking at you, I cannot tell that, oh, you are suffering from this or that or that. What tells us is what I told the first gentleman, a medical report. He's not the only one who's been in the US. He's not the only one who's been to medical facilities in the US. When the US medical facilities are communicating with law enforcement, we know the form in which they come. A hospital administrator goes through a tedious process of detailed analysis of his condition to come to a conclusion that he is unfit to travel, and so he shouldn't be made to travel. That is when a law enforcement agency considers things like the MLA processes, but not on your say-so, not by way of a biopsy report. Once again, a biopsy report in street language, it is merely like a lab test. That shows you have a certain condition. So in his context sense, it's indicated that it says he has cancer. It will be a removal of some tissue or fluid to test whether the tissues put in the cassette indicate cancerous cells. It doesn't mean that he's dying tomorrow, God forbid. It doesn't mean that he is so unwell that he can't travel. You know how many people are walking around with cancerous ailments, but they still show up at police stations and law enforcement agencies. That's why I asked the very first questioner, what is so special about Mr. Ofori-Atta that he thinks that he can lie on his bed somewhere and say on his say-so without any evidence that I'm unwell, I can't show up. Conclusion, he won't come voluntarily. And so we end this process of accommodating him and put him back on the wanted list. On this, I would also want to ask you a question. Is this the first time that someone in our country has been declared wanted? Is it? All the persons previously declared wanted before him, were they human? Or they were not human? He is the only human. There's nothing special about this. That is all I'm pointing at. There's nothing special. There's nothing secretive or esoteric about it. It is just a simple legal process. Law enforcement agency wants you, you show up. If you see the gentleman standing by you, if he comes to you to say that you are under arrest, and you do not go quietly with him, what will happen? He will enforce it. If he doesn't reduce the length of one of your your legs and hauls you along with him. That's all I'm saying. There's no choice about you responding to criminal law enforcement. See, this video conferencing. This is not a civil inquiry. This is not a taking of a deposition in some matter before which we are filing before a court or not. Mind you, we are still in the investigative stage. We haven't filed yet. So everything now is under the purview of the OSP. You get it? Before we go to court, if the court says some emissaries should be taken there to question him under the largesse of whichever authority in whatever jurisdiction he may be found, that's fine. But for us doing investigations, we need to find our criminal suspects. We cannot just sit here and treat things lightly. You are the same person who will turn around and say, we are treating some harshly and we are sugarcoating others. For as far as we are concerned, Mr. Ofori-Atta is not special. I will repeat. We investigated a former president. Have you forgotten? On 8 August 2024, I came right in this room and made told Ghanaians our conclusions and our findings. A former president. he was served with the same processes. He showed up. I'll repeat again, much less a finance minister, a former finance minister. The OSP stands for this. We do not regard persons. We do not regard titles. We do not regard your station in life. Everyone is the same to us. As we have set the precedent of investigating a former president, no one is beyond our purview. Everyone is fair game if we think you are a suspect in a criminal inquiry.
Enfama ye Ghana webeja womu na womu chaye ena Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV, ena Thick TV yeso yenye bie busia ye de asomono na mamenka no kredo hu kisi ejabe yankasa no onze na meka chem se aka yankwa no onze na meka sa abrante no ase hypocrisy subi ewonimu ni peya wo chi ni peyo mu ni peyo fa wonya hwe ni peya ma wate ase se wo ma because obi eneni abede se wo hwehwe no wo beba na nye fias wo beka cho se fa phone na frame wo zoom enye fiansa no wo ba beka cho se wo ne me lawyer se nkona munkohia. The person is not ready to meet you. It's you as the special prosecutor. What are you supposed to do? Minim nenti abrante yas wo show ken Ofori-Atta show se wo ye na mahama maintain no se wo ye ne yakasa abrante yo bo adwuma me se obeye special prosecutor wo bi nkyere me aponche ba ko abrante watumi achede amagala for that. Den papa ben pa na abrante watumi aye na kwabrane would a lot of way aba say abrante ya bagana ka abrante or PDS scandal na just say enyema bebre no ye involve now person wototo na no abrante enya ready so beba and one say na ya meti hey wa fa phone wa frɛ me wo say na ye ken Ofori-Atta ma twena on beso beba ntibisiraw me book di ama wo flight no bibia hotel bebi abede nyina kona ko fa na bra me kwa me fa na ba me kwa me de ne baba na ba wa be ye wonim se wa na se bia buhwa mo fa ncha bi wo yi ba ku di afiri oba asem no kure de ye nto sabi asem no kure no ye nto sabi me de asem akọ abuhwa ba sa ka bio me se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abrante ya ye Fred Kisi Ejabe ya aka ankwa no mei wodi timemufo adwin di agro opese wo ya na wo kase o abrante ye obo adwuma so enye hu no ye hu no ye no wabete yene free honom na panipa nyansa ne adwen ne wo honom a waye ready se onipa da sani biara wabo man Ghana ka bia no wobegrabe no nanka sabre ye omanga na ye ni foreign affairs minister what you phone wa friend o se da bia abrante ase ya twena o de yade ye kata so onye ready so beba nti yesra woni kotifo a wo mu US woni wo monka foreign affairs minister wo ho no mo ne nka mo hyehye kwan bia mo befa so a mo de ne beba bia na mo de naba one wo ka say document a wo mo de ma no ayet say lab test nti why you still sitting on it? Wo ye Ghana for kro the John na say den ana wo timemu for ya adwi ne di agro masa ye baby a ye duru sisi a ye ni abidi o timemu for baby a ye duru sabre no enye kataso momu aso asem o de wafom bia no wagrabe no this same Kisi Ejabe ena maami ya ye sisili abada pa ye kwotu sika woni fie wo beka kire ye nse ne ho son na account ni ade ofrizi ye nyina no wode na ade ma no this same Kisi Ejabe ye nde NDC amanyo ko ne ba power wasesa advocate no mo besan so akono ma kwa kobie na I don't know say MPP time no be stopping say man nye na dwuma o say no so MPP for na de ne ba ye ntina na wo hu say de wonchi wo mu o we nyina buhua ye koya na say ye bai ye koya na say ye bai His Excellency John Dramani Mahama me de me yadawo me check style bi me srawo manefa na dwuma nto ho na fa nipa waye ready so obesom oman no nipa waye ready say onipa da sani bia wa ma oman Ghana boka bia no obe make sure so obe retrieve ade amayen fa sa nipa no betena ho na trust me say ko oman Ghana be ye de keke ankwa no ma papa ankwa no mai you are a hypocrite wo ye nya atwoma nkasa nya de ehie nie aponche kura ntumi nche ne ma ye ne salafo enne nkremofo wo mu di sala kura no enne nentwie kura no wo manya bi ntiku wachi bi na enne ye hu so wachi bi o man ni mu ye sika ne ade kai ye bo ye na watwi vididi ama ye ya akye no me koton ponche a anko sika wo man ni mu wa ma man ni mu aye di sei na kwa brade ba ko peba wo be bruka de egu ho no mo wi amfo bi ya ho yes ma aban na aba Ebushia na ya sale ya mampeni akasa. Na nsema ya mampeni di atudwa no. Enya asem ketewa. Making kind Ofori-Atta messenger. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edeba ye no ediamam we dey free presidency communications ankasa. Also let's use the celebration to strengthen our bonds of brotherhood and a commitment to work together to build the Ghana we want. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. Wasi yenina yenka yehumbom celebration ni enuanom ni adofonom yenka yehumbom ni yenhwe se yebema oman Ghana afan ntuma pefra and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama message de mu odankasa na so kisie ja bendia wonye na adwenhwe obema Ghana for yaka ye ho abom abrante ni ye ready it will message ye bia no onye hu ya mesrew fa bi send ne mame ye pe ure kwata Monday wo ma ye hu de ekọ wa ma ye hu de ekọ ne de kede busu demonstration ne ye ne de hu begimbi kiye nyina ye be organize demonstration wo krom hanu se no wesifom kiye nyina ye be organize demonstration mu ode wesifom esanse message de kama let's use this celebration to strengthen our bonds. Ye bond na mu aye ha ne ye strengthen ye memu nyeden ye memu nyedru de ye hwehwe to build a better Ghana. Now so be resetting ye ne ye be bo no resetting Ghana ebusia sabe ya mene mo ka saying Dr. Frank Amwakohene and Ashanti regional minister, the youngest minister ever. In fact, on Subejuma. Wo bejuma papa. Na nedie jabata kario se jalabia nena nyasam ketwa. Wono shwa rene jalabia pa na okopie mu fire service fu akache neja wo mo den sakobo nsem na okowishi wono mo ho no nyina happy Eid Mubarak yanko na yanko shasa video nso emra sisia. But in fact minister wo bo adwuma nkasa wo bo adwuma wo share me MC amebacho fa video ne to so mame wo share said ye minister wa rene white pa na wo sie free ne kemu kama na ya salutu no na TV ye minister ni o ye minister youngest minister ever wo chiachia and ya na just a lady wo di ankasa mi se mi soli dwumedi ehua mi kopiem wo ne nchen na na mi kopiem wo honom na eja di amafo de bre no wo di bia mame ya wo kasa yo no ani why yes ya to na free ya to na free space why so be ya to na free space wa secret money mbom ana oko arab ba ye nche ya na
bi ha na fuyin so de sisi ase de fuyin po
na u bada be ya wo flash ase de ma
ya se wa o de ya na fu
na u bada be ya na fu adu yi
eskafu
oh wo sali a di ala jona we fu ya na shi ase eskafu ya but minister ya kama
wa ya kama na
fu ba yan kan crane fight minister no obejuma
and I make us say e be ya den dia ma Asante region bia Yakopon bo a 2028 cause nema na wo ye na no de
when na mi hu ni video bi na akwan ahodra chese wo gina ne na so a wo hwese wo mo be fix sa roads na enye ni nyina no mampon kwan in fact mame ami monsem from ma no me bonsem ma no hey yeti kroma na MPP fo wo mu ko yi akokra de ne ma yen yo
na onse
akokra ne dia ne se no odi nchia
onse ba na NDC a afiwe yo ho ma respect
kala se ma ATP wo betutu bi dia ma o kaye ma menu ma wo mo ton wade e wo kejetie yi na wo ba eyi oyerepa no mahu no mu bechie wa na papa yi actually chida hono me de nsa benku me chire wo me say they should get out me see na munim se mire be so se Ghana fo ye de ye kokro meti be kwa kwato aba na na so Dr. Frank mo akohene ATP meti ne so na ma so
eno no ya de amede bojo mahama baso e wo sa de waye no ye hwe youth na wo yi wo mo na ye nhwe samijan fi ye wo de no call gold board wo edwuma edwuma me say already negative 0
Kakasa na nipa me mini nipa so ye Sam George but ebusuya no de ene ye silent no me do na to nche nyame adoma Monday mini be hia Sam George on the Monday nyame adoma mini be hia but in fact Dr. Frank Amoakohene ubu ye papa na ebusuya megusua kai mo se mampohene da sebre osai bonsu autosumienu na yie no nyame ya adoma echina ena ehyasie enche kra ye bekwa ahoma ne so na yakwa kodi enkomo ewo honom de ekoso ewo honom nyina no ye bepia ye kwesi opon e de atomfra memu na eja wa kire ye sede ye ne atmosphere ne tie sede ye weather ne tie wo honom enipa dodo sei na wo mu wa around ye nhihye no kwase na minim se nyame adoma echina so de ebe ye market center nkasa edi ama ye ma menum ni bi dodo na hona wo mu benya wo mu kakrawa edi egu wo mu botem kwesi upon
Minyama
Happy Eid Mubarak
papa me na wonse ye de se ye ni abri enti ye ya akọ na medie
bibi abako wo ho de
ye ni abre o mampo anti na me ka se edi na ye die no kra no eyie kese a we ye ni munti am ye tumi ni bi demum ma me ma happy Eid Mubarak ma ye nwa no mun kremofo nyina
wo mu nyina je oso to say wo honom eye na hyase nyame ya adoma china right
yes eye no dot ye asante mampo yewura da so bro say buntu to so mienu ona na kwa kura ne ye hwele nim se wo beba
okay
na ne nyina no ebe hyase anyumre
okay
me pa se fribe no numu ye okoye ebe fancy bibia hyase ano akonfo no beba na wo ma bedi wo duma ma de achen na fi ni akabia atwaso unse nananom amamra ni amane se ni yesiye no no hyase anyumre ya abusuafo wo de ombeye ni nananom beye
okay
alsana edom asase aba abehwe yewura da se go se buntu ani achi atwato
nde no
yes if you say one to two nyoma na numere ya wo kina no dom dodo no eba no wo ho be kire opa nti bibia hyase numere
okay
na beba ahefie numere na afiade atia ne ewo ho bia no ato aso
okay me sure ye papa so say program outline obi wo ho no ma e bia wonim de be koso 3 days ya chese di ye nim ti me sure say wo de be rewrewre 3 days de be koso de ade nyina no e de amayen
se ye chire no mu ana ye ka nyina ne se yewra da so go se bonsu o abusua wo firi mu
okay
eye botasi bretu abusua wa asante mampo na sani America cho say numre ena yede ne beto ni ade nyina no abusuafo no ene oba kunafo no nyina no woni oma bia efiri numre yade be cho china no amamre ni amane kwaso ni ese wonum ye bia no won be ko no makwa ye ene ne ma America cho say numre dwumade ni pii e be hyase asakra na adeachi na adeachi nyame adomo a memenda enye dru ni de so 7 now anopa 4 am sɛ na meka na kɔmfɔ no bɛkɔ so agyina mu na mmom atitiri a wɔn mo ba sɛnea wɔn ahyehyɛ no political parties diplomats any other dignitaries any the general public nyame adoma memenda ɔkyena no obiara betumi aba na wabɛhwɛ na n'ani akyi atwa toɔ na afei ayie no ne ɛkɔ so nyinaa so wɔn abɛka ho ne ayɛ yɛkɔ kwasi ada no a National House of Chiefs, Regional House of Chiefs, religious bodies, university community associations, and tertiary institutions, second cycle institutions, and the general public, you know. Sunday, you know, obi abi to me aba.
Okay.
Na fe edwada no, ena yewura na te tu. Otu fo nyame kese. Asante hene Ghana mampanyin John Dramani Mahama afei abamu mpanyinfo government official ene amahema ne ahemfo no mu a wo mu asante mamu ha na de saa dwada no ena obia EP aba
Okay.
enti dwada no de sese akoye ebe festival
Hello, question upon.
me wa ha
Okay, maybe to meet you.
enti dwada no de ena me de ama wo ne saa dwada no ena yewura osetu obetwen astrese ye de eye Santemampo hene ebekọ akokura no mampo aba ba ha no ma ye se ba bi ban mu ho ene ye de yewura da se go se bo se akoto eye nyame ya adomo a adwada no enumre eno ene de nananom committee a wono mo hwe yi no amiate.
Okay. Na location ebia obi pese wo ba ho no but onim bebi a ye no ekoso ho no wetin location at dwade amaye.
Ofri Kumasi, ofri Nkran. Ghana bebi a ofri ba se ofri north ena eba Santemampo enye yira kwan. Ene abefo kwa so fa gogo map kwa na agbo a Santemampo a. Bebi afri bebi a no etimi ma location ma aba. Ewo Kumasi ena wo tie ya obetumi afatafo aba about 59.5 kilometers na wadu Mampo obetumi akofa enye edoso afigase na waba bi enye Santemampo.
Okay.
Enti udru Mampo ahimfie eho ena eyie ni nyina enkoso ebenfo ya hihye ya yemfa ne se uye VVIP bi na aba ya obazi ya no pato car.
Okay.
Ode ku na mo ba mo de bus bi ne ba ya emi obazi ya mo beko oye ankra oso ode wo car ene ba obazi ya ebe chewa ma wo nto watumi akro baby ya du beko bi ya no there's a starter available se e was upate ka ne gina o de wo mpeso be na ntena ye sa to awo a chata no e do be ba hiwo na waba eyi no ato.
Okay, na mini abema na ade ton bekoso e wo honom se de da ne da nyina no wo ye na kwesi ada so asode e bekoso ana se programs e bekoso ho nyina no wo meputin on hold.
Dia mo kwa ni bi adisco no de no mrabi ya na no se bia adoni ma we mi so ma you see in who one more ko o wa Santemampo ha ni na no na mo ebe to store ni agese obi a oton aduane oton nsuo adie bia me fa so omo mo to duro ndo bi ya no be kwa ko pe duro ane adie a ye be twa ya no bia no ye bia o ko 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 na no ko mo mo ta te so no yo ke ka o ni ya no mo ba fa sɛ wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma saa da na mmom ebi a woyɛ saloon barber shop wotɔn hardware ɛne ade bi a wohyɛ da nyɛ essential saa da no a nananom mpɛ sɛ wobɛbie wo store a bɛyɛ adwuma amanfoɔ no bi a wɔnom tontɔn ayie no ho nneɛma bi deɛ wɔn nso so tumi bɛba hɔ na ɛmo na bɛtɔn ɛno ɛne hyehyɛeɛ na wɔnom ayɛ ɛsɛ abɔ sisiɛ.
Okay, now question upon and preparation Asante Mampong eteseng.
So far, canopy se what you bought one if you know one more canopy. Asata no pa ebeki awiano. Na atẹ human nkuti bi a wɔn ɛyɛ especially baby a yɛde nane bɛtoɔ no never say baby kakra so no mo gu tar bi ɛwɔ ho ɛno so no pa no na wɔn gustu a wɔn yɛ saa bia no kakra no baby nso a telecommunication companies living so aba a wɔn nso abɛsɛti wɔn nneɛma bi a ne nyinaa nso wɔn kyɛ sɛ wɔn nyia wɔn dwumadi ni sɛ wɔn online wɔn na network ne nyinaa ne bɛfu a nti wɔn ɛni nneɛma mu sɛ ne bɛyɛ a nkɔfo bɛnya a very strong network ɛne afoforo bi a bɛfu ɛyie yɔ no nananom ɛde nneɛma ɛde akɔɛ ɛyɛ atumi ɛde ya.
Okay. Question upon yenim say a year be the color na South do be to me share a red and black. Where ya koye da sibre a ye. I will be able to me a tuntum and a cocordi about Honoma na say one more particular dress code that will be able was washing.
None committee, no, also the amount of he said, please tell me about the book. The cordian cat one among Chester. Ubi de beba ho ene nka wotumi ye nsa wo mo epepa ti dodo no enye tuntum emfa ema wono wo de no so to nchen ya amamra nya amane kwa so no na enya nkwa ekura yi de woda ho no ogusu a wo ye Asante Mampong ne engineer ukọ hina ni bia wo ife wo ye no wo ye wa ni so beba da so do se bunsu emu no ho a ye saa de no pepepe na emwa na amamra ni amane enkoso na enyefe emma so ma de ai guhyehyɛ wɔn bebrebe nyina no wɔn sese nyina no kefon te kakra ebra waye waye sɛ okɔ emu no saa de ɔman nyina ɛso enti nti kakra wɔn mo twese enkopo ebebra ebra wɔn kɔ emu no ɛne saa de ntum ukọ na nani no a amamra ni amane wuyi mpaboa ene ne eka ho no ni nyina no wonhwe na yemi so sa pepepe.
Okay, kwesi upon meda wasiye papa se wajebre ene ye atwetwe enkomo media me sorry dwumadi issue a na manunta we so na yeta ni bidia wo dwe ho se ambosem na ekisto committee na me have to say Womo after bambo for the pa. Okay.
Me am yonku bi be o ye adwuma ho na aposi fo do do no e ba no pa da. More than 100. Ona o man be so omo o siti o be bi o mbeda. E de ama wo nti obi a won ba wo be ho na nhwe ya na so anyo mani nyina no. Onya aroshehu se enkoso e na ensi. Amamra ni amane pa so Asante Mampong problem mu a wo bi ti bone a who said anonymous you show them to me the bar. You were in Scrooby, a Kumano, or Fain cheap, but I tell my point that. For Fain, sure, no, I can be cheap, or Fain, say, or bar, or Fain.
Okay.
A mamma any about some more, my time yet, and said, would the bonnet was Asante Mampong good you know? Oh, for baby, I think to me a down choir, you bet you.
Okay.
And he Baha in through to rebel your bonnet.
Okay.
Would the bonnet no of fat of 20 hope, and also not do one way father. And where they are, you be soon.
Okay.
And you know, ye, Abacosem Kakra, and Daho. Over program, we say, Tadia Kosi. Also, or your bema green, one a book who buy when you're saying now. Woman, someone pebble. When you see Queen now, you couldn't be Bonia. In fact, to come as a basa entrance, then go for Kuma Bontin, and then San Yomano, Debbie. Ebi enya de eti because wa a copy near was she where you be near Bachino.
Okay.
Enti bambo sem dear. Amamre ni amanye kwaso abakosemo ho. Ene eye and straw pussy for Jumedi everything is of course. I have regional command. In the regional commander, when any divisional commander will be a Kahubiano, one more at the bamboo sem, papa.
Okay, and yeah, question upon me. Sorry, you made it so I now just send me the mini HM. I will ask them on point. Oh, baby, young. I may bank as a midginemu.
Mr. And yeah, what kind of time,
Mate, show many ya.
You say, Tridian Ponway, one pebble, Bosha, Obesha, Winnie Shaw, Tridian Pon, and tea. Oh, ma, can you?
Oh, meba, Jimmy, meba. Me drew ya, not just say, made two of whom me cassa.
Debbie, I want to team we can give what a team where you are being your repair money.
It's only so many much 8 o'clock now, me drew on why?
Mate.
Ebusia for eye kwesi opon a chese wo asante mampon na chese de ekoso e wa asante mampon nyina no wa chirechire yemu ama ye nyina no yetumi enyemu ntiase na chese doti ye ne de eye ne de ya mene mo kasei e na e hyase nti mu a mo pese mo kohwe ye dasebre osebonsu otosu mienu ni mu no na kosi nyame ya adoma achina no mo tumi akwa akoshe na wa mayati ase so se oda ho no yenya emfa no enya nkosie no ne de ma menka ne sa se de be ye obi abeti ase yenya enkosie ne de he is still the king anase ogusua eyo hene de ma asante mampo inti se opese okona akoshe ni mu na se de wo ko nenima wo besifa address no the same way that was address enkosha so pass so bubia fa ngwango kire ye na da bi enkochi wani ase pencil in free koti mese nkwa na afo da bi enkwari slippers na wo na chi nkogina ye na namu hu enfa gami nkosha wanu menwe ne tata da bi me bacho sedie otiase anka wo be ko nanim no the same way na abeko yesinka ne atade ye kama betumi ahye atade tuntum asomade akakraka ebidi esen ka atai mesremo ye na nanim na woko sedie wotiase wudi buo ne be ma no saa pepepe mo a mo sode a mo sha atade na ma hwani ani ade nyina adro wo mesremo ye mbe soso saa ade ne so na kosi juada nti mbe fansa na abekwa ndi agise bia wo kogina kwanche bebi ni watu wani ahwe bi basa wo bekọ da sebro se ebosuni mu ne ho di a ho ne de ehia me wo chena nko wa ma eyi da sebre ko ni anya ne ntanta be ho na we mu ni na agise epeja ni debi wo dress kama ansa na betumi akoni mu no a wakoni mu ATP I think say kwesi opon wa cheche de be ko so wo krom ho no nyina e de amaye
I will come fantiana wo krom ho
asemu fantifo de ya hadwio
na ya sewa
I think say wo be ko ndo wo be di bechi na say wo be ko ba o chena
sesesi akra na be tutu a medi wachi
oh me de acha 8 o'clock na medu ho
no problem
de be so jumedi so 4 o'clock intino by 4:35 de na mesim se me ka na me de ba ye intino
mini enye na kamni so wo ka na de bia ma me fa form sa no
se ka no ye ntam fam ma sisi ano ya tu yesi dum so levi ya tu fo yeso ko to 1 liter bia 1% intino se wo ta twitwi ne sa ne de asista ba nti ba we ne de akoye ahimfo ohini mu an da fom ne de sister Matias.
Matias.
Intino me ka ne black one no
Mahuka.
Hi, Tido. See you on Bachamichiao. Yes, sorry, Jumedi, so I'm to Aqua.
Amatia.
Na ATP, what did the Mustafa Bandiaka? Nanka me sorry, Jumedi, so Naija, me Chamehona, me panel members, room, so Sima Mustafa Bandiakano. Me dream one in Tiasi.
Okay, what's he say?
Mustafa Bandi say, Finance Minister, ya train on Beso baby. Wabwa. Watch in the time, Wabeba. Was it chairman won't to me a woman chini? Woman yanja no cry.
No cry.
And watching Mutaya. Now what should be a no go with your office 3 times. And yeah, no one. Was same. Kofi Juma. I will back at the Ghana for say. Not so conofon in another than who father will be to be chin work Roman. Was one no? Wabwa, Yabachano.
Eba neyo.
We this is a sip on the iceberg.
Aye.
What should you say? One more besa grabbing. Now, one more grabbing as a siano, or no so yan and a home fan and a home funnel. Would ya grabbing when I walk on now, making sure so wound one idea in our day, because we yamma will be unfair running fambre.
And no.
A drone no more cells for no. Just a said ye, Mustafa Bandia Busia, Nenia Sifa Bidia or Cassano. Enyasam ketwa video no ho no ma mehye so be ka me ho ne yakọ na yakọ akotie ne nsem no abasisia
Edubu ahe wo court Professor Christopher
Sky 3 no yeah
wo court
yes
won't me I'm told next week
but since say I will report 3 times a week oh na the bonny cry wie you no who can say apeti the explosive and a cool microphone yes, during transition.
Now, say no, what put the former finance minister on red alert? I say a children, a watch it.
Hey, you say Ghana for fees or my brow back at the now the insurance to Obama. Atichi into Obama yo.
Tomorrow ready some will punish you when we are sick. And you punish you, you bet you would be bonny.
Yes, would be bonny, I bet you. Hey, near Wamayo Krumha. Captain Bodybit Kofi Juma. Unya Kofi Master Kofi Juma ya to Kumasi. Or no crowd there, me cut the bonnet trewa. You will be shocked. Now, or what to me to make us say. Na Senate President Akufo Addo obi antimi nya nefe o pon ko soroma fom se so yare obanum aduro a police station pe wetimi car ye tono $90,000 ye di ama we yusu o kwa what auction ama ho 40,000. What kind of reasoning is this?
40,000.
Yes,
40,000.
Kofi Juma, yes.
Call him. Can you Mustafa? Carry $90,000. And a auction man home.
Yes. Last week, police for the Koya would be free. And now, Omotimi Aje card back at the Aba glass factory. Kumasi, maybe a Gihok. Oh, what's saying now? Kofi Juma. These are the kind of characters who had the effrontery to sit on radio and say, who free give or call demonstration. At that time, what law was in force? At that time, what law was in force? Captain Nemani Diabebe, where we are politician now, we car. You will be dealt with President Mahama, including all of us. Mitihui, Mikodi Bonia, Captain, Echaman Kabi Mame. Because my NDC be police station be because I've been given a role to work. I haven't given a role to steal. Anybody that has stolen money under MPP, you can be President Akufo Addo Yebecho. It's not ending today. It's a mandate that must be in full-fledged. It's a mandate that must be done in good faith. On behalf of the people of Ghana, no amount of intimidation, no amount of demonstration will stop it. So the MPP should be ready. Now, stakeholder engagement to rebuild your party. enye nipa na yakọ won sekan captain that matter cry you can say investigate here you be chin company me you be chin yes maybe you dey abrel so we be me you dey abrel you be chin pejifo ni bi so
na some be wiere dey say na match obi ya o
da be enye obi ya na bokro no they are hard working people in this country
I mean before no
yes
find a monche do o sha mu wan na o
say anyansafo bi wo ho
find bi te say
oh na po saying no na try 11 million Wi-Fi so omo aye secondary schools
yes no be no the okay dey chese o be no
ah asa me na okay
yes na po be no
aban na kra
aban na po
oh na ECG asem no ye den yi ne ho frame no energy minister deals are wo sun sign ye rig and the government and the party support it so obi bia wadi bone ye nche no yoko betimi achew national security betimi achew police betchew police for kwada almost started wo de
ye ko so na fe the police betchew
ayi kwada so MP a ye call assembly election come abrabi office asan you think is not a criminal matter what are you talking about ye call ye by election ejuso na okoma obi bribe no is it not pending at the police station? Is it not pending?
Wow.
Captain, look, let the laws work. It doesn't matter the quantity and the amount of crime. That is why for me, Captain,
video credits no enko enfama onia TV eho ena Mustafa Bandi ekotena ye busia wode sansem wenyina no etu eja na utie ya wose Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe na po chese chie ne dia ben no na po ankasa wa baba ntia ba be ka credit da say ya dia chese yoko ne national security force wo moto nsa friend so wodi hon makoni aba ene se wodi hu akoni aba wono ni pa chese ono na po se no hu ni se ohun se wondi boni bia intini se wondi boni bia ade ntina ye to nsafo ne ya to wa ne wo se wusuro. So for someone like Matthew Opoku Prempe to take the step class wo be ko office in and out not just woni mo na kuma mu se woni boni. And I applaud him so much. And also eja mo na masonom eye mampeni ewo krom hanoma car eye $90,000 mo amutumi toma mo ho $40,000 mo nyina na Mustafa Bani se men kan cham say you people should boa 40,000 cedis sorry mo nyina mo boa mo ho ankasa na enche eye ade aye be grabe mo ankasa me ne de so far de disi abanya ba wo mo ya me hwo me nipa no no mo tumi mebo Ghana kasa obi a wafum bia mo nche no mo de mo hwe na mo nim nipa ne location a mo fa nyame me hwe nipa ne location e de ama mo na makɔhwe nipa ne mu esan se wo my Ghana de na besi yetizika so so comedy zika ne yete so so comedy 8 years abai fufuro ba ye efi ansa na ye be hwe se wo be ma ewu ahwegu ye nu mo se so de ekom no ye be to ahwo saa na ATB fa story no ewremu ma me na eja me ma me panel members na kwa aba
okay ena me ofa ye eye chaba wuntumi wa wonim se de ye kokokoko so ye kofuo chino ne ade ena wo se nyakopon boa pa na se MPP amanukuo ni pa ba power ade ndisi fu na ye no enya do be take revenge da odo Allah
oh when you say wa ya ade
ena me nam se ye ofa ye eye usuro say you do be come lenim deeper na say 19 na wo kasa say no cosmenti ase o de dada ya
o na wo tema untumi den na papa yanka wa Shantereje
was it enya dia ono no be take revenge bia to was it 2028 or no o say MPP for there be enya don be yesa omonya sa de ni bi kura da yesa kura na o ma ble nyame entimi ame wo facha ma wuntumi eno no na wonim se Nyankopon bon the 10 June eya drivers fe wo kromo nyina e be ko strike
enya say ye wo
one D levy do so levy on my pay. Almost some more strike na coupon on the 10 June, you know.
But almost was some ATP. It is a bit crucial because one yet here and one was matter for us. Matter for us, whatever for a lawyer baby and to show. See, I cried dear, who could be a 1 more fair mouth, Oberfua for own for a giant. 1 more child, 1 more dear to one. A bit sweet here at the fairness. Now, so we are now. Maybe 1 liter beer once at the end of the day, no, say metal a 3 to 4 liters yet 1 gallon.
1 gallon.
It's not as saying 4 cedis.
4 cedis.
It's 4 cedis and metal bay dear nature say metal 1,000 cedis. I mean, I'm going to 6 Ghana cedis.
And here can say a good crutching e-levy
a good chair. Me say I'm e-levy no. Met me a catch him say in the me. Me which mutai 100 Ghana cedis plus men send them out. Must send ye 100 cedis.
Okay.
Tie mu bi ho no ma endie. But one more matter for so now if you was so dia ba.
And you minority for some way protest e dey TSA adum so no. E-levy not no ye nyina ye wa ase. Ekromo ase nana e brana ye brent ma me sori na e fa de aka nyina fa to asoma yeti.
Okay, ATP meda wasi ye papa ebusia ye koye nim no enche kra kwaku ba ko awono eye 10 KNUST NDC communication team member wobetna so and Festus Amwate awono so eye Tescon KNUST outreach committee member wono so ebeba betna se na chese de ekoso ewo oman Ghana no ye ne wo mo atwetwe ho enkomo na Matia Sembi before sana memo wo mewrem no Matia Sembi asam na meti yere busia me won kakra minim da se NDC amanyokuo no wo busuro chema wuntumi enne na meti se yesi chema wuntumi ka so oba be pre national chairman ni enu anti na NDC amanyokuo no wo musuro abusia wo mo ye ne sa no nam se wo bia MPP wo power na oye regional minister when to me amma MPP aban no amma power MPP ko opposition no enumbom no obeye national chairman na wo betumi amma MPP amanyoko no ababeye aba power 2028 ana sa asem we de me kase wo mu nunu wo mu a wo mo ho na wo mo sere because chairman want to me as regional chairman no question mark eda ho how much more say wo beba be national chairman me ne de ya de a chese etwehwe maso kakra etwehwe maso anya asem ketwa but se Ghana fo so ehu na so wo de kokromoti no ebeto aba ede ama MPP amanyoko 2028 na bia na candidate na MPP for the nabano ene show woman ni ebia na candidate na MPP for the nabano ena woman ni je hunti no omdi kokromete no eto abade amam na nye chairman wuntumi a woye national chair regional chairman MPP amanyoko ya Asante region hakura nipa ngwangoto aba ena obaye national chairman na eyehu na ebusi eyehu we de nye hunti maye ma obi enu no ye nkra se Oba beye national chairman ntina NDC amanyoko wo mo ye ne se no kwa de mia metumi apemu akase no kra bia enu Festus e wa hanim se amema na kwa ba Festus bibi abako de
nyame adumo oba pa na we
oba de na da Roma menso me ho ye papa ne sala no ne me ekosen
nema de dana kwam bibi ekọ
me ba cho bie wa no kakra ma
nema de dana kwam bibi ekoboko pa.
Okay, now so far I think 6 months in opposition. Any matter saying?
Oh, 6 months in opposition. Ya ngasa ya de normal go akwan ma enche. Obi a be hu se aban a wotisu yi. Nema a wo ye nyina se ye normal ye eja ho a eja ho ebi ti se normal bi ti se nema bi ti se
me tio eniema bi ti
se IMF ya ekoyi so na aso aba ma dollar no aso asase etete
IMF ya MPP
mokoyi na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo ekoyi aha
no ne de wo kan sa menti ase
se IMF no eteki some ye kan say unze etwa ema nipa dodo a ye form wo adwuma yim no yete so nti emaska eba omanim pacha wate mase aha fi say ye mfa more people e wo aban adwuma mu ye mfa more people
na do dan ko Gufado wa be mu no employee ya mafo eyi John Dramani Mahama mbom no oba ya wo sisi ade de for now no ya de a wonye ready so oba employee obi enti ase ho na wo ka no
kan ko IMF ansa kwa na ye beto aba ye ko IMF ye ko G loan ti ye ko G loan no ye ko IMF ye enti eno na eso aso aba ma se take effect o Yewura John Dramani Mahama amamum amanfo dwen se ono na aya ma dollar ne so ate enso yehu policy papa bia ode aba ma ye kase ne na ama dollar ne so etete
but first us ye beka no kranka wo manya ye wo gold ye wo diamond ye wo bauxite ye wo timber resources ni nyina no ye wo bi enye ye ni wo se ye di tu ye ho se yakọ IMF akwa gilo na ama aban bia ba na aban no wo mo nsa etumi kọ wo ma no a wo mo magana fo so ho han wo mo se wo sanka ye fedi ye o
dabi enu kwa se ye fere da
sesen
efise se oman ya ye timi bibia tumi si bibia tumisi enti Yewura Mahama na ebu oman no ansa na Yewura Adodankwa Akufo-Addo enso ye de ebesom enti Yewura John Dramani Mahama ebu oman ye nimdum so ne economic crisis ani ewum ne Yewura John Adodankwa Akufo-Addo befa oman yi sese ode oman no free SHS ne no ma ode gugu akwan mu nti na oman ni koyie
nti hu ne said de na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo me ni de abusia me amiti ye de me hu ne sa but eja communicators are always going to be communicators who chumu tan ya ya de a wo mu be defending the political party they belong it obi be say ye mfa ne sa ye rem wo chairman to me this whole Yoko arrest ne adia koso we will take on that pa say
yeah, me take on that and say chairman to me ye nyina chairman Ashanti regional chairman the Yoko for ye ne de metimi aka say enye ne kwan so no if you say ope say uchi obi ana say bibia say wo de family kwan so enu kwan say mo de mra hye mo nsem na mo amutimi ko take nipa no ye wo enti ne ye wo court e wo man esa mo serve ni panelete esa mo frɛ no na oba court no be yi nsem bia no ti de Yoko for ye and metimi aka sɛ o ma anya ade e bi sɛ omo ye respected institution so they should have go in a right way than what they did
but see I before the invite no they who said it was the right way.
Oh yeah, it was the right way.
Okay, because almost 7 no.
Yeah.
Let us say womu but lot of issues akoso bra womu cheche man won to me any idea and some na enipa bebre na eka ene say bia no opeso obeye national chairman nti no NDC amanyoko no mabo hu abo shake kakra enu nti na de kwosho na kwosho hu ne sana
me ba so ai ebi say ye nyina ye chairman de obia nim se otene hu si Ashanti regional opulu more members ema MPP into NDC for night mails like say oba national so mbelusu vote part of the rest 15 regions na aka no enti me hu ne se enu nti na NDC for take that action said be ya omo be limit ye nyina ye chairman untumi but enu kwa ne be boost na ma na ye more things no if say oba national chairman and a national chairman na oba no so nya agro no obedi enti me hu ne se eno so kan hu bi na Yewura John Dramani Mahama ene na amanyokuo ene Yokofo sa etu sa na ma no said be ya omo be bre ni sunsun ase.
Okay, ye shenko for wo MPP party no in as much as chairman won to me the numbers so to me a puli crowd no yeah won crofo hodra wo mo so kra no they were government appointees and wo mo kra na adwuma hye wo mo nsa obi te se napo odi national security office akoniaba ene ade ba yenchi ne se said ye so chema wuntumi mu no ya sho ni mu sa ne ade in as much as wono na oye education minister osanso be ye energy minister but onokwa nanka ye beka ne se government appointee e osanka ye tumi ede ne koyuoko ye so ne onokwa ye hu ne sa but chairman wuntumi don't you think say it could be say wa form enuti na yoko for ye ne sa
oh menye too sure say chama wuntumi afom ena wa fom kra na enfom so ye dey e wonipa ho enti say dem kan no na ye say omode family kwan so yoko entimi declare obi se ebia nipa na ye say ana se say so omode fa mra kwan so ye friend wo court yoko nye court na otimi be yi nsem bia no na ebia eka bi wo ho ana se bibi wo ho a na o ma take it from there ti omo che ne there is not the right way chema untumi a public figure amanfo bebre ye hwe ne so se ye de ye bobra enti se obeti no na o ye sa no ma we na che se entwa yi entwe kula
ene na Mustafa Bani so say mon sha Musapo mun so say fiance wo mu bechi mu kase papa ko viduma mu nyina no ye bechi wo mu
se aban bia ba ode ne mra na eba enti se omo se omo bechi omo de ya ena aban we nso omo make sure say omo go wrong way fi se empanyifo asem bi say like enfunso ye de ye batani pa ho inti omonso omumu oman no fenchem said be ya yenso ye ba ye take those action na o ma take na enye nwanwa na so enkoye omo se ebia we political then sensem
na chese o mama tiase a se MPP wini 2028 election the NDC for the year when the you people are going to pay them back.
Oh, if it continues like this, we should also follow because it's a new rule they have set for us. So we will follow their footpath. We will follow what they are doing. Because untimi mebu omai anase untimi meya ade na onkase ebia untimi mebu omai na onkase de weye no wanye ni ye anase de weye wanye ni ye nti o de ne be fa ewura John Dramani Mahama ebe di about 2012 no oye mfumso bebre bi mo se ode omai ni sika kogu ni nua Ibrahim Mahama account ene normal nsmp ebi se Ibrahim Mahama ya ye kana asem ye hu like nyama potia o ya enke ye say like ne network timi dru normal na o ye no
so say enyenle
sesa no mo de esisiri adapa ono ko 4 time na no e minister enso mu ko hu dollars wo ne dem so na o mo so kase sisiri adapa ko wieska enso ono ko 4 time na o e minister wabo adwuma che ono se be kase na adwuma o ye hu sika na o ye de onyaye tie na ya ba ba m ne ye hwehwe sa no ma na enka enezenka obia be chi obia be chi obia Mahama kranke be
MPP amanyoko de say obi be se munya akwanya no for 8 good years and as 8 good years amunya akwanya no manje hu bibia before sana Ghana for beto aba ma ka kire ye say mo ba wono me diska mo be chi wo mo ani ade say mo kura de mo ba no mo be wie ene hwe de atoke no Ofori-Atta
me ba cho me da wase e wo honum Ken Ofori-Atta obi a wabo oman ne pa ebi se free SHS nyina na odi mu ntintiman enegina oye former finance minister OSP any Ken Ofori-Atta insensem ya abey meka say OSP Office of Special Prosecutor MPP for ene de bai enam say ye wo oman ne ho adwempa enti ne ye de saa OSP ne bai said the bear you betimi a fight against corruption enti say OSP enye court no wa prosecute obi say Ken Ofori-Atta say or you wanted say OSP yes and say omo ye political prosecution I enu kwan say omo ye sa de no enti meka ne say OSP family kwan so omo ye big body ese omo fa process so enu kwan say omo release official letter Ken Ofori-Atta wanted ema individual ni hu say Ken Ofori-Atta say ana say ese omo release letter ewo court na omo serve Ken Ofori-Atta mani be yi nsem bia no wo honom ti se omo release wanted we dia na tese omo ne Ken Ofori-Atta ni ne ye e se papa ne so o kan ho bi na MPP timi bu o man papa e ma me no mienu e na ye tie ya ye ni agi
o kan le sana special prosecutor the name alone should explain itself. He is Kisie Jabe is the special prosecutor. Se obi afomo maya ohun se obi amo na boka or right to say obeto nsa de afre nipa no. But me no me no be one dance say Ken Ofori-Atta eye one time pe e no friend no. Wa friend the third timer ni nyina no excuses upon excuses. And this all can say on fan court he is the special prosecutor. Onye obia sa keke or right to say obe declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta wanted.
All right, no, say obe declare Ken Ofori-Atta wanted, but enu kwan say like or the bar on team individual no obi ehu. E ba chawati ma say.
Sisi ane dey say dey yebu o man dey say obi be sie enye katasu mo mu aso asemo. Ade bi wo hono ma was wo matimemufo eya we timemufo hu baby a edru baby a ekọ ene ade say o kase wo katakata so wo keka na no atu mo dan ene say meme ne de at the end of the day me kwa mesa ba be tira fide maka say special prosecutor onye hwe de wo ma me hu kura me hu ni say wo onye hwe na de wo ma me hu metie ana who ni say mfumso bie ni ne ho Ken Ofori-Atta do you see say wa fom
Ken Ofori-Atta me hu say mfumso wo no we say o man na one yewura John yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo dey ebuye ti say mfumso wo hokra e na me ka say ye wo we a ye betimi aye dey afaso ye wo we betimi afaso ansa na ye wa serve ne letter amanaba court no abeyi nsem bia no enti se OSP e release da we ne dia na meka se oni yewura Ken Ofori-Atta end ni ye kura evise nu kwan se ode ba bonten e wo mi se o special prosecutor but letter no ese na o serve man no enu kwan se o man no o release wanted Emma Ken Ofori-Atta.
Inti what on sa friend several times ni nyina no wo se omma no ni nyina wo sanko oja na mani declare no wanted onja ne sa na onye de opebia sa na wo ka no
yewura Ken Ofori-Atta ne won sheda emfa ne sa enti se o kasa o release wanted na se o serve ne letter o mane ya we se ne ho mfa no aha enti ne ho to na obeba enti sa na meka no ti meka se say or chain Emma no ton no oba then you kwa say o release wanted list Emma yewura Ken Ofori-Atta o kan say wa anya de
say we dey wa man a lot of chances o declare ni fugitive and o beka so ono kra no tu kwan fi o man mu kwan say ye kwa akoto aba what ya se e na wo yi fugitive no e di free ni so e no so okay ono aka say nyame ya adoma on the 2nd of June e bedru honom na me ho atome na maba 2nd of June in so na what the lab letter lab report about say still now home for. Are you not sure Ken Ofori-Atta he's running away from accountability?
Oh nah, because obu omani ye oka hu bi na free SHS any zongo fan ni na ye oni yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo intimbo kan sa dey ameka say on jani free any accountability.
Yo, any abusia for ade akweku ba ko ten KNUST NDC communication team member wono so ababeka me ho e wo hanim sia be na kwa abashon ho kweku
miyawa
bibia bako
ewadu oye ene osha aban papa ba nti enko yi kra ebeko yi nti ebuso ekra
ye hu wa ha chede
producer say on frame bi
wo ye ne dan pa na wo se won frame
o se ma ba sa nti o se afoforo nso ba
Sambo me no de minji ni we no ye be fra mo eja ma ban na abantina eyi na mahame bahani yekohia wa ha na mu jimani anu makaye
yanga san mi school muntini e be school so nche na me a student leader and we have other responsibilities I will say you could take care of. There also can be the me akwan embassy no.
Okay. And eja where the obi be see what ba beto so ye ntumi endi njawo nti fansa tum na ye nyina no ye momindi ye kasa e dia fa OSP ene Ken Ofori-Atta wo mu bru ha ye koso asabre Ken Ofori-Atta OSP asaba be declare no wanted say issues here just say trendy who ni say
mnyaba mini kan na wase na minda producer nso ase wo akonya wasan da mami na fe memfa apologies ma ahwefo ne etiefo say my late eya me traffic ne car na enwa dia ma my late sa no aves min chia wo mu na aso temi nka che timi chia wo mu afensu mi chia Ofori MC Honorable Ahmed Sadat ejuma obo no MP no won kra no ombobi michia no pa onkoso ye adwumaden afensu team for mu team na dey na nso michia wo mu
okay
minia ba topic na eda no enwu hia pa Ken Ofori-Atta na special prosecutor abon wanted na ye bebisa se nipa wo so bi na mo ndi boni abon wanted yembo wanted we ni boni bi ayembo wanted even se wudi boni na se o submit won a obi an obetag wanted
okay
unless say bia o pese wudwane
and you be declare wanted but unye bibiana oho so de mimiti he why na be declare me wanted
obi an declare wanted say even meti ai se mi di boni mi wie sika mi kum nipa mi ye bibia e boni eti amra na se me de me nkoma police for say mo ye investigation mi nie mo ye investigation na ommo me wanted because me dwane ye the only time me ka say ye bom wanted say bia me dwane na wa bom wanted. Now, this is not the first time. One say, NDC ba bemu na era Ken Ofori-Atta ufi omemu ekoye. Okoye on sambaye na no corruption and corrupt related issues by special prosecutor related man say ohian for investigation. Letter no koye no dey anke so oba no wamba na onen lawyers omu service special prosecutor no letter say ne wo mfa no nti okosa no yare o outside na wasamba omo ma special prosecutor no date omo say na ma date say 2nd June no be ma date no obeba afa 2nd June aso ya hwe ni ma hwa yewra yi omba adan a letter bi ni nam framem say Ken Ofori-Atta osan yare letter no kwa kodu special prosecutor o and nam framem keke enkodu special prosecutor o inti if genuinely say yewra Ken Ofori-Atta say oyare ampa e also the medical report eba say ampa me yare hospital we na me wo doctor we na ehwem ni hu say ampa oyare na wonfa letter bia nkoma special prosecutor wonso a wonya bibi pepe bia nka special prosecutor then the best thing I be say who person will join from accountability and we never say yanhwe yi a also already Ghanaians have some perception say every politician is corrupt.
Yes.
Na yanhwe ne am fight corruption a ebe didimu sa even young ones now move university eba no co student leadership ma the rate at which a student leadership prior corrupt no yanhwe nsi ano kwan a
ebe hardin that
in the next 10-15 years to come ebia Ghana will be very corrupt. Until this is the time we all have to come together and fight corruption. Whether nipa na ome party mo or ni party mo, we should not see it say obi taking revenge will be so. Eya omain sika eno de kodi dwuma na ebia kɔ ne personal account him. Sika bia Ken Ofori-Atta ewie free omain Ghana wono ewo so odeba. So if he say on first he should submit himself for investigations.
This is very simple.
Yeah, and you want to me say come and assist investigations. We are here bibi actually to be want member. Do you understand? Nti emi ayem de said na to Interpol for na to red alert so. Baby o bia no o mind bi o police phone hu na o mention naba, and it is very good. And ye can Ofori-Atta nkom any MPP appointee bia o mo breso wi sika. NDC appointee bi obe wi sika wa ban we mu e wo se o mind mbra ND so court ejisika esa chinitum because e ka say even se nipa na wiesika na say ye ejisika no kwa na ejai na ene obia be na dwen say mewia say eche me dey fine me disika be ma omo yanche me a na ma me go scot free ye ejisika no kra ye nsam fa nipa no mfa ntum na te say dem kan na ye kan Ofori-Atta nko former Bank of Ghana governor so ono so ne dey nam kwan so a oba na MPs no more parliament na eduru bebi omo kwatante na yokofu animu omo ko bunchari na den omunya botre omuyina omudi eba wo awa for minus kebia no His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama obe fight corruption sikebia we wie from mine obia no obia di sika no ebeba nti Ken Ofori-Atta enso wa sikebia we bia ebeje free ne wono.
Okay, brana chese enkomotwehwe no ekoso wunya maaye no na adia Festus ka bibisa wono de wonhu fomso bia Ken Ofori-Atta ye ohun se charges kra wo mo de abono no won sheda hu se wafum bia because oyo bia chese oh my God wetumi aboa ye papa nti no ka men ko no nko adia eni kwan kra sanka special prosecutor wo declare no wanted and then ko fan court na court mbom and declare Ken Ofori-Atta wanted sa case we wuzo mu say
me never say oman yedin bra na di adwuma special prosecutor ntumi sorry preko pese me bo be wanted
sure
and na Ken Ofori-Atta so lawyers so hwe na ne lawyers ne hwe na the special prosecutor ye no se mfa mra kwan so a court no onum they should go to court.
I think so declare the fugitive in the court. It is ending of this month and no better
so. Yeah. What I say. Into special prosecutor the run or the year juma. To ka so ndi boni bia mene no enyaji we di boni. Oni boni bia nke so submit no na ye investigation. Mean about one of the cases I hear sa SML.
Yeah, the SML deal.
Esla Sika former president in 2017 obefra bem na watwa to say Esla ye dey talk akra bi to fuel so any electricity so e beji Jesus kado na dey twa ye energy sector debt no sasika na nke se dey twa ka no omu collateralize no e dey ko gi loan and sasika na nke se dey twa ye ka no e ba out of sasika no ye 170 million Ghana cedis na dey twa SML foka wo bra omu nye dwuma bia and the allegation is say SML no so deal no omo share no Ken Ofori-Atta economy. That is one issue the special prosecutor is investigating.
It's even here that in 2019 GRA made a payment of over 1 billion to SML for services under this deal, which had not received approval from the Public Procurement Authority as required by the Constitution. The contract violated procurement laws, including the lack of a technical needs assessment, no involvement of the Public Procurement Authority, and failure to obtain parliamentary approval. Not just 1 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, kaketwa. Nti se me ne itra na o ka se Ken Ofori-Atta enye bibia na opeso kire say special prosecutor no otan na say de na eya mi do Ghana fo nhwe bibie say nyame anya adom na aban sesa amba na say MPP that's why aban mu anka saske yina anka ahye saske yina omo awie ske yina anka enye omo hwe se ba omie ba ya. Do you think say Ken Ofori-Atta can be investigate no? Do you think say nka chama won to me be investigate ye investigate obi anka saske yina no o minor hwe saske yina na ye nyame say John Dramani Mama, the president, Ebaye, and they fight corruption. Jesus can win now.
Na National Cathedral Kraswa. Yes, say in 2020, Ofori-Atta authorized the release of 142.7 million Ghana cedis for the project as requested by President Akufo-Addo's Chief of Staff. Despite the release of these funds, the project remains incomplete and allegations of mismanagement have surfaced, with Ofori-Atta being blamed for releasing the funds without proper consideration for value, for money and accountability.
Say project incomplete you can just say dining na yam must wait you say foundation crampo you
and 142.7 million Ghana cedis.
Do you know how, like, the number of things as sikani betimi aye student omuti biasi sunya de omo be come classroom no mtete e bo so omu sunya de, we could have used those monies to help them purchase furnitures for them. Teachers are yentu omo kanka, we could use that money to pay them. Nurses and normal cost striking, we could use that money to pay them. Into so big kwaye sa I can say corruption way na say train aswa and na say so no make investigation ni we be scan fire. Now you come and sit here to say so on here then we is it that we want to support corruption? Nipa na obi escano ye be you
obinka say you support corruption by OSP ASR a personal attack.
And how is that a personal attack?
OSP should send it to court.
He has the power to investigate.
Yeah. He has the power to investigate. Yes. But Ofori-Atta is a public figure.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Do you know the number of citizens on more prison? Because Obi Kofo will be 50 cedis, Obi Kofo will be 100 cedis. Now, Sika over 170 million Ghana cedis.
One district, one ambulance initiative in the country. The amount of money a year involved, no.
You see,
and yes, I'm ketwa.
Yes. Aha. It is a special prosecutor, Atumra. Can Ofori-Atta lawyers know they have every right to go to court. So, my client, on here, in a special prosecutor, attacking say wanted. Until they should reverse that, I can say tag. No, the court will give a judgment. Do you understand?
The amount involved, the deals are a course on there. Can we say he is so innocent?
He cannot be innocent. That is why he's running from accountability. That is why he's running from investigation. So, are you innocent? Obeba Ghana.
You people are doing political
medical report. You see,
you are doing political declaration because Ken Ofori-Atta Obia. You can't say. So, more releasing wanted. I know your political declaration. OSP, MPP. Yeah, we brought it. I don't just say, yeah, fighting corruption. Yeah, you trimupa or money you good. Anthony, OSP, eBay. So what I say? I don't just say,
you can't pray. Nanad de baye. Nitrim popa or the special prosecutor office nearby and Eden. Send
fight corruption.
You see, good or be fighting corruption, but the main intent to come and like disturb the NDC appointees are no musu somewhere yeska President John Dramani Mahama the first time nimu. And oba no why not to me fight no. Even the first special prosecutor or appointee no Martinamidu Asame no kai before Beres and Asame no kai. Also President Akufo-Addo is the mother serpent of all corruption.
Yeah.
Or Mindsika or person or investigate no Giscano, no president name man they were interfering in his work. And now when your president are interfering in his work into or bono money say or badges sa or Mindsika. And you see, I even have a problem with Kisia Jabi. That man, I think he needs to be say Emrama Okwaya and Kesakeno.
I have said me sure say Makadada. This week in my boss because I feel he's becoming a hypocrite and a nuisance. I say Nyachunsubi or Basama who's or boy but
Uncle why press conferences since time I appointed no press conferences are 25. Bisa who say cases do was saying and one when you're more mine.
Zero.
Upon
Chikwanji be my
on GB cry my 10% cronji be my this man crampon minimum issue. Because so you be a since the package clear case of corruption. Nipa to mean trouble be as can or you be or you good because this time Gaji is nke sisila da panke so dem da
freezing account na dey no so she's innocent oja na maneko so aban for buy you are telling say we should go back to Cecilia the price docket and then go and open it and then now make her account. So I was wondering say could it be say aban da na wo ho no wo mo na wo mo mama atina midu mese matina midu kisi eja ben kwa ma ni nye adwuma na say abrante na wo
two things involved on rankasa na ombo ne umodin and afi so abinder dana na ewo so na omma ne kwan they were interfering in his work. So those are the two things in na yin results no it make us say special prosecutor act no ebema kwan anka president no esake no go through the process na nke esake na dey obi for buy obi a why ready say obi fight corruption because as a press conferences now do so we want to see action and your press conferences. This time, in Kenipa Bay 4 or 5 people prison now. In Ghana for Beyan also say the fight against corruption, we are getting there. Young as a press conference is not also. But can you Ofori-Atta the option Munne or Tina wanted near Bono? No, maybe I was to be baby or shall not say them, sir. No ton of Beba. No ton of Beba. Okay.
No ton of Beba. Who ye MPP ni Yari Ben Pan what to say you see a bucket of Ofori-Atta?
Who's any party who no now a day? Na o yare nti yare o Ken Ofori-Atta edosun.
Have you seen a medical report? One medical report.
Yeah, my own medical report.
Na medical report.
Say medical report say bia yare say no yare. Doctor we na hwe no hu bi.
My own lab report so hospital.
Hospital da be. You see medical report have hospital. Sa tu ni na no
nipa stroke.
See, Ken Ofori-Atta onya akula o 65 good years. Enti wakasa o yare a enye news.
Nanado dan kweku forward with this say.
Kumasi prison.
Nanado yare so far as on hospital ne nche so onyare. O yare.
You as an MPP communicator are telling Ghanaians say Nanado dan kweku forward yare.
Yeah, Nanado say nipa de owo ho na onko hospital a hu yare ha.
Okay say
Ken Ofori-Atta ko hospital ene wo hu ye hu yare e wo ne so.
Okay say President Kufuor a Rollins appointee bi omo chini ko nya court not that prison crowd now me say omo dina asem court. Unim so yare ye still omo dina ko court e ko nya court ko di asem. Unim so fa mu wuye. Obi anka ho hwe. Nti so yare a wo di omra obi ansi ni kwan medical attention die obenya said opesen doctors be hwe na ommehwe no untumi yede no ko yoko aye investigation o yare yede no ko hospital no akwaja yare hwe no to na yede aba no abeto investigation no so nti so onye hwe a manembra but you should know say me know eye future what I say uto we student means me student ono abo ne bre wie wenya okọ 70s mu then ohia o wiase bi mo ohia hwe bi ebi obe destroy me no future say I'm fighting in there if we don't come together today to fight corruption ebe koso sa me no mienu na ebe di enya and di enya your children your generation will suffer. So we should stop being political about some of these things because on mind can no ye wi a enye e kan say nipa ba ko na ha no e ha ye na.
Yeah.
What I say, so we should all come together to fight corruption.
But
we shouldn't defend anyone.
This is not any political matter.
It's a easy
VC Vice Chancellor Yale. Some of the name for plane echo US.
Vice President.
Yes. More than for plane. And he can Ofori-Atta Yale also omla Ghana. Emetina Anjala Ayalwe.
See, NIH said so. Yarea on for medical report. Embrace the special prosecutor. That is the only thing we are asking. Do you think says a medical report, official medical report, special prosecutor on more, and Obebon wanted, Nkombon wanted, but it's just because so a person will join free special prosecutor on Tinu. That is why he's doing that, and this is not the first time. I think you're making promise to bring him on 2nd June. Yeah. 2nd June happen and then 6th June.
Yeah.
You who name Ghana. So what is happening?
Still no home fun.
Nti da be go si da be nti 73 years na ho ton na e chese etiga na ase ene e mani nsi ba de edin a obeba ne e be chenso na ba.
What do you think say Mama Shas here free what do you think say was say wo mo yesede e be ya obeba be pie mo man Ghana?
Oh me dwen say say almost serve omo de court enu kwa say omo declare no wanted.
Sa na me dwen embom e7 e di obeba.
Obeba.
Nene send the weekend na just say ebu apayo.
Enya buapayo.
No, if you should say as a court in Bom 7 or
court 7
special prosecutor no respect be amano.
Court 7 obema court data ebia ni ho beto na say data doctor di amani say bia ni ho beto no waba. Me ba so what ma say.
Kizie ben 7 no o ka check kizie ben say acha 2nd June obeba.
2nd June na ba wa ma. That means say ne ho nto no. Enti ne ho to ne pe obeba. Eye say o dwane free accountability.
In that case, what he needs to do, if genuine is Oyarea, what he needs to do is say, also submit a medical report. That is the only thing we are asking for.
Why do you think the medical reports now are submitting are so difficult to the amano?
I didn't hear.
Because when can any case be a nyasembia was sanka or man be big news in the country because some absent me from a jumemo for like 2 months now me won't enter me say be mama me boss beji bedintino I am going to submit a medical report at share me boss so boss me medical report in you yare we na me yare me home family me sure say obesan so kra ama me be 1 month be kra e di account
ebia person mo kase ebia e ho no pen ansa ebia pen in science ebia mo ni laptop na dem be type letter no ebia doctor no so person be sign letter na anu ankasa atre no so is that what you are trying to say anything am letter ni delay na
o kan say Ken Ofori-Atta betimi akofa fake we assign ya ba say any doctor I don't know about you onche no
that's why the letter circulating
all the rest that no
ye be che no
e Ghana ha nke e benya doctor ni bia Oberman is our report, but Abrochil Doctor Bay and Ebaba risking life. Ediama also Oberman fake report.
You see,
and on submitting the documents, I had the Amano no.
And make a sure say, who say, or Brass is here, one say, I am more complaining, say, and I gonna still, I want you to see. So I am more complaining, say, Gonna still, I want you to see.
Oh, me,
do not ECG a cow on me. Where are you expecting say you be schedule sa ekano mo omo ye corrupt na mo awie skana enji skana fi mo de abo man mo mpesa mo be support ye de to so ba say ye enji skana fan ye bibi nso na mo aso mo twa mo complaining. Now what do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do? Second topic in way when you pia banti no yemremu first sisi ano NDC amanyoku womo the 1 Ghana cedi fuel levy ediaba se okona okotofu obia liter bia no womo beto 1 cedi no woma to din se eye D levy a abe hu ne sen
D levy abe de me hu ne se NDC 4% omututu anoma ho be kire no omu bi se za anoma be ni na anoma ya tutu no wa ubetimi aboni din mi chirema en yera John Dramani Mahama ebai o ka kire se yi levy eda yesui emboaye ema omani moye de ntinye obia na yi levy de ebeboa na bi se 100 cedis yi levy ye to 1 cedi 200 cedis ye to 2 cedis ba o si D levy ne de ebeboa a driver for e bi se watete petrol so na D levy ya make petrol 12 cedis bia ye 1 liter ye de 1 cedi to so a na ze auto petrol almost be 500 cedis a udem be 47 cedis yeah. D levy o entina o de sa levy we ba na asa o sa pese petrol no otete so no o de ntitimu eba a driver ne passengers eso if say o se o buy o abete petrol so nti o monte fair so na anu ya entita o kan sa na se o pese ye fro car ye entokwa ne ade eba ye ntem o sa di D levy se abeto petrol so se ye mfan so ovudum so Tierra John Dramani Mahama mesre se D levy na o de buy ne de emwa ba ku sei ebi se wa na o si levy ye de da yesu de enya de eboa na wa onso sabe totumomo ne se yanum ne ba yanum wa ga se yanum bon de na se o mfa ye nya hwe ya ye wo o man mu mfa ye nya hwe on timesre se yewura be D levy na firi wo se de yewura ba omia kan ye no emwa
okay kweko ba ko maminti e wonso submission e wo D levy ja wa bai na aba e na mo na munim ne nti amode aba nti ene me de nyina ma chehye ni nyina mu mai.
Let me first speak as a concerned citizen.
Okay.
From there, I will speak as
a concerned citizen, but not a politician.
Yes. You see, on my piano, you were quite a fast to generate scalable mine, yedium punto or mine. And one of the ways on my BIA taxation, near the receive revenue, the boy economic growth. Now, Obiansu or man baby, I knew one and need say, obey to at all. Because at one by a man, your boy, a costume, a crank. Into me, meninge. Honestly speaking, many in Jesenka, ye de one city every liter, ye better be ano. Ye de one city, ever to so say, auto 1 liter beer, ye 1 city, 1 liter beer, 1 city. Emma drivers and so on my break a crap.
Okay.
That is a issue I will say now we have to be concerned about. And one thing also is that, say, a balance answer, you see, recently, I know transportation also. Say, drivers on best out to be one. That is what we are contemplating, but we are praying that they will not do that. But it also becomes necessary. I didn't think it be necessary. Say you're just out to know because a buying no air cono a cabia uja or ECG any the whole energy sector nanka say cabia na owa we say to ya yen generate car a beya anwotre. You understand? A very difficult say. So, Becca president can say by 2026 ending the year, I will say the energy sector debt, I will say a clear. Quite many of us are clear. You be appointees no salary needed to you now. No, any possible. Do you understand? And they can say, we are ECG, any energy sector only now. No, I think the budget can be good to you. If you not interested, that's also no. Cost not cannot run ahead. Could be take 5-6 years and some is coming back to Granada. So it becomes necessary. Say, I will say, and one way a government is so before so budget taxation or budget says can say every liter will be to be 1 cedi. But I have an issue here. You see, when a problem comes, it is not always that we need to tax the citizens. Yeah. Citizens say almost tax and I'm speaking as a concerned Ghanaian.
Oh yes, and I love that submission.
You see, you won't prefer no more on sika particular sector. What are we doing to retrieve all those monies? That is one step we need to take. Okay. There are leakages ECG one. We need to make sure that say those leakages no yes no can say the Sasikana every month and I say every year we are losing over 40 million Ghana cedis no. Sasikebet me aso no kwan yes no gebet me de tuoma ye de omo kanibi. There no so SML deal still it is in place. What is the government doing about it? So year free was said there 170 million a year to SML every time no. You be see no kwan na this is can we energy sector debt be. Government to one more so far, but I believe say government is going to work on it. Now as government is working on those things, my other concern is when are we going to finish paying this 1 cedi tax on every liter of fuel at Everton? And because of my timeline, say at the end of 2026, 2027, I haven't really read bill into no. Mean to me, just say this is the timeline. Say everywhere we did away to me, I catch him, and so we should all be concerned. But yen can't Ghana for na yen engine to say I won't train a man abanisa. Yen sa ye energy sector debt na be cost yen who can be first ye betua into obia engine tum na yen tua nkakra na energy sector na free one mu a we ye be ye free one ya me krampo na eda na ase yen yo omampani papa any finance minister papa say bi omo ba ye fu ebo akofem first in there 16 cities, 15 cities, and then 11 cities. Some oil stations run on 10.99. What I say, say what 1 city to 10.99 so 11.99 and say she.
And the thing is, before I say 1 liter, say 1 liter, they say baby I and to be for you free hand could do take input. You would have to buy about 5 liters. And ask yourself, say, 5 liters now meton, and even 4 liters make a gallon. It is saying a me babeto, manaba some And any second moment, any e-levy, now don't you think it would have been better than say Moody e-levy be?
You see, the thing is that say e-levy, once Obiasu in Tia say abine budget to even do any year, but Sabine digit to us or the year or trade baby or the year. That's the year results. No one is going to complain. Some digi e-levy no catches here, they quack say, nay, who's ampa e-levies can say no more day ya. Say e-levies can now moji say no more day ya. No one was going to complain. So what catch them? Say health sector no what they can say levy be air to health insurance no so ebia 2 cedi 5 cedis obi abetua sazi kan ye di hospitals be 20 now at the end of your term you who say hospitals 20 in wesi even when sini na akra na say 15 what complete na say you complete even say sika na oje no what dey papa what I say. So that is the that is what we are looking for, and that's what I'm saying say ye na ebo njuso. But yem bomodin na yem me na yentu ya said we can clear our debt. Do you understand? Say MPP for buy no na esla no omo collateralize ya enke ende energy sector debt nke be ya credit manage for nke we ember. But because of someone's recklessness, because of someone's corrupt activities in the and then they na one cedi no. Do you understand? So we should all accept.
Do you know my problem? Moka 1 cedi need to say the other Tobia 1 cedi na, but you people need to explain to Ghanaians.
But do you know
say me 2,000 Ghana cedis of fuela. I am paying almost 84 Ghana cedis, and it is too much. Why?
Me the past where you use 1,000 as your example. Someone did a calculation. You see, first now for a little for 16 cedis.
And my mom found me. So
first no, you turn 16 cedis. No, quit 1,000 cedis. We name the number of letters. I will be 62.5 letters. That is 1,000 Ghana cedis. And now you have to about 11 cedis. No, so we quit 1,000 cedis. Letters. We be and I say, who taught the same amount of 62.5 letters now. First, I was 16, go to 1,000 Ghana cedis. And then, 62.5 letters. We'll be here, 687.50 pesos. When we're gaining about over 300 Ghana cedis profit, I know about me because and then 1 cedi ababeda every letter so inti yamfa say bia wo to sa 62.5 liters na ebia 1 cedi eda so crampo na still you are saving 250 cedis as profit we are driving here sa 1,000 cedis can say 750 cedis with the 1 cedi tax in the account crampo na we still 62.5 liters no. It is still even once in the idea to Sunukrano, Abino a bomb with me save 250 cedis because Sika Nanka letters anka first with 1,000 cedis Ebenyano and now with 750 Ghana cedis and I would go Abina bomb when 250 Ghana cedis profit and ya asempa. Into which one city and
matter for so and yes and netime for a bomb abasho my papa na matter for so na fi mudi di levy ba becheche Ghana for so na mwe be ka say na kaneno sika na nka odi benya a lot of food and then ya te so ntine mo debi
me never nti say ya njiska we ni enfentua ye debt na kwan be ne be fa so e be nske debt yeah, can I energy sector?
Meti here, I am not against taxes. Uko you be memua taxes are the chichiku. But me my Ghana na mi woman. Say taxes need be honoma. Frankly speaking, who join one for sure be any show. You were talking about leakages beer. What ECG hono? Why don't they mend it? Why don't they check on what is really making us boka honum? Na debiano yashali near the taxes near the Bugana for your corny idea. And at the end of the day, no timen for your mobile banana yeshadan for so also.
Minka bibi, you know our justice system. When your court and said your musirane. Sikaya was a crophobia scar one ebia leakages in the binding one more than so best leakages nano. That is why I almost had a cash water for mechanism naba. Sika being with ECG piano, power producers now say your percentage you say it to Omuka said a bear and your Muka. That is one thing the government has dana e wo say ebo na ba so now omo mu awie sika no kwan be na e fa so age e wo say so matari na twa ma no e wo say de fa court ansa na nsa ka sika no unim court so e bi betumi take be 5-6 years na sika no kwa nsa kan still that's something that's of course. So the best thing the government thing say e betumi abo me generate sika de atua e kai we energy sector said ye be ye ne dun so na ye na ye complain say and then me na me afraid ni edum kania na me afraid
that say na so na mo se dum so mai nyemo na mo se mo so bi dum so ansa na mo kai
yes so bi dum so ansa na ye ko and ye sa ko na e ka kakra o e ka kakra na e wo no de aban ni ye say obey no dey take care of sa e can say or the extra beba extra no every year it was going to generate about $370 million so they be able to can be aban MPP aban buy no mo lateralize sa sika no nti sika nke so edu tua ka no omo de kwaji loan nti yentimi ntua ka that is why as at now e kai we energy sector nko no it is getting close to $4 billion even ekoyin sika de tua sa e ka no
me ntwa
it is through taxes
me ntwa no se scanner yewra John Dramani Mahama de koto sanitary pad ko SHS no sana mo betimi de solve dum so
you see
ana mo ntimi
ye betimi de solve dum so but me with students nso a obi to me jai school because of sanitary issues ni bi do you know it?
Yeah,
are you aware?
Yeah, I'm aware, but the amount of money you people raise for that sanitary pad,
yes,
but
it was a little over 300 million Ghana cedis, and yet at the once the whole year every month be a man crown sanitary pad, every month be a man crown sanitary pad. Do you understand? Students be on what because of 25 Ghana cedis. Sanitary pad is say na ye turn e be 8 cedis, 10 cedis, 12 cedis. Mobile ben mu e ko do 25 cedis. 25 cedis now kora bi onye sika nto bi ntia wo so kona be bi ene ye bi ansa onye sika de akwa
meanwhile that same
aban na be mu so be
wo mo de etof wo mo de top party they could have manufactured it in this country.
Yes,
to create employment and then create avenue for the country.
Let me corrections. Pad na abai no distribute ma can say school girls.
And make say Ghana made.
Ghana made ya imported from outside.
Ghana no mo outside. Ghana no mo
The president made it clear, and the government communicator has also made it clear. Say, sanitary pads no ya imported from outside the country. Ghana say ya do you understand?
Politicians
that is the truth.
But where exactly in Ghana? We want to know the location.
If I ask you, where do Milo, where do they do their production? Will you be able to tell me?
Yeah,
I don't know all the companies in Ghana. Do you understand? There are so many companies in Ghana. If you ask me, how would I know? Ghana Gas, maybe our headquarters, no, GMPs. Does it mean it doesn't exist? It exists. Meaning maybe a location. What do you understand? Until we say member exact location the end mean from coin cry. But no cry woman say a cow energy sector. Yentia dum so na ebe to aso saa sesebe wa ban na not so no otua aka no wamfa extra na nkwaje gbosia e na oditua aka na enkan ye ni se nda ye betua saa 1 cedi on every liter of fuel I beto no so no until you people should be blamed rather. You should be blamed for your recklessness in and obi beje I can say backlashes.
Okay, maybe no enya ye bia ntimema obia 2 minutes na the final words atuja. Mama Shase free first also 2 minutes or final words.
Mechia Ofori-Atta MP. Na fin so mechia Tescon KNUST members any Tescon KNUST president Kesbin. Na fi meko ye first topic na ye sha se no. OSP versus Ken Ofori-Atta. Mestre OSP say obe release court letter now for wajai wanted now what place on Ken Ofori-Atta no. If you say Ken Ofori-Atta a public figure man for be bile so dey abone bla f ti say o release wanted Emma Ken Ofori-Atta na no so anye dey and twi anti Mestre NDC say omubeja OSP for that public relation na omoye no that public we know omubeja.
Okay.
Medas.
Okay, kweku ba ko ba binti ozo final words.
Nipa osi tuna bo bra ye wundi boni bia wonnam obi ankeka ho nsam why na ekodnya ba bia ka say alancha matin nchini ntum omra investigation ongo wi aska bi obi andi nachi waja say what is say ye free abemu haruna idrus obi friend say bra be say obi anye hwe and President Akufo-Addo can say bi also we are appointee wona abemu a endwane enfi o mayimu available say ye investigation come and support na yenye investigation no wonwia bibia nwoso wewia sika ya beji sika wakodem kakra wakodem 20 years cry and say hwe we samba ya me anya do no go wu de na say ene wa wasem you understand and Mr. Ghana Afonso tax na idea about even though a very difficult omunjin tun say drivers be I express omo opinion say en how and ham say the tuya nkwa dia en ha and aban na yehwe ne say be tuya no aban so mfan ye de o see all this kanu eba beye. I trust my government say they are going to use the money for the intended purpose. Me fa akonya we so ada etie for mutie ina so asi.
Okay, Ebusia for kweku ba kotain KNUST NDC communication team member Saso and Festus Amwate Tescon KNUST outreach committee member ena endemini womu edi eshia ewo showdown jumedie so mo joining yen from 2 p.m. ebesi 4 p.m. yebeda munyina asiye papa said ya meshas ya mekan all roads list to mampo yenyina no ye kwa kopie mu ewo mampo na mampo hene da sebre osebu nso to sumienu a sabre wada ne benkum so no ya hwese ye bekata ne chi kra na session ko enko farmer production team no hana ATP na jese o ma dwumede nyina no etumi eye possible so na executive producer Mr. Daniel Yeboa MCR so de Benedict Nsano ejuma na ebusia echegu ye me so metena dwam e dwumede ye so bidi ene na ya sa makram nyame adoma ye besan so edi share stay safe.